in the shame. You've got no one but yourself to blame. You thought no one was watching, but I'm right here in your brain.
You like that? Yeah. It's the face.
You like that? We're supposed to talk about our shameful moments?
Yeah, no, I told mine because it was on stage tonight, but...
Okay, that was your shameful moment?
No, it wasn't, but I have a story because I was going to tell you, when we had lunch, I was like, I have a story about Sarah that I wanted to tell. But no, this is, you guys are best. I told you, Sarah, it was at the store.
I was real drunk. What?
I was real drunk too, and that's why it was shameful.
Did you guys make out? God damn it.
We did not. We did not. No, I can't reach out to her.
Wait. You want to tell a story that you already told me, or the shameful story of you talking to me?
No, I told you the story.
The shame was that he's
It involves you, but it wasn't you. That's the problem. So, so we all know Sarah looks like a man.
Look like a man. I dress like a lesbian.
Dressed like a lesbian. Okay. So she has a character called Chad and all this stuff. But anyway, I was at the store.
I don't remember nothing of it.
I was at the store and I walked in the back past the bathroom, the women's bathroom, and there was this tall woman with the same bob cut as Sarah.
Little Sarah.
It was, and I swear to God it was Sarah. And so I walked up in the line of the women's bathroom and I go, I'm sorry, this is the women's bathroom. And the girl and like 5 other women were like, what?
Oh.
And I was like, wait. I was like, is this, I tried to spin, I'm like, is this the women's restroom? And then they were like, yeah, this is the women's, like, go somewhere else. I was like, I thought you were Sarah Lawrence. And she was like, who?
Imagine that. My friend is so ugly.
Yeah, you don't understand. So then
imagine I were like, oh, Sarah Lawrence, she's great.
Then I go out to the in front of the store to put quarters in my parking meter, and I run into her, and I'm like, oh my God, I had the most embarrassing thing, and I told you, and we were both drunk, but usually this is great. Okay, so now I look like a man, but I sound like that. Is that what? Yeah. When you're drunk,
When I'm drunk, I sound more like a man. I get very violent. I sound like
really?
Punches.
Is that like an Australian thing?
Yeah, it's just Me Too and bitches. It's getting man. You said pussy earlier. Did I say pussy? Did you like my rant on the... You don't like the word pussy, but you like the word box? I was like, it's much worse. I feel like at least pussy sounds like it would be nice. It's weird. Box? I just find it weird that everybody says pussy here. And, I don't like when girls say it. It just sounds gross. Like, oh yeah, something make pussy. I'm like, ugh, gross. It sounds gross.
It's a weird word.
It's a gross word. But then I realized that it's just because I'm not used to it.
So is taint.
I thought everybody else thought it was weird too, and everyone else was cringing. But I realized it's just me.
Iggy Azalea, one of your people, she really likes
we actually disowned her. We don't like her.
She really likes the
She
pussy.
came out and said
a whole song where she just says pussy.
Oh, gross.
I love Black Widow.
I don't like that one as much as I like pussy.
Black Widow.
Wait, is it a song or that's what you
call it?
No,
it's about
Black Widow, baby.
No, you've had your legs closed so long with Black Widow.
So tell us your shameful story.
Yeah.
I was homeschooled a whole bunch, and so most of the time that I was interacting with other kids, I was either at church or I was at swimming lessons, and I'm convinced that my mom only had us do swimming lessons because she was like, I'm not going to have 5 black kids that don't know how to fucking swim. So she had us all take swimming lessons for 12 years.
Holy shit.
I have it didn't work.
You're like, I still know how to swim.
No, I can swim, but I don't remember any of the strokes and the fucking different types of and my teachers all fucking hated me. One of my teachers pulled me aside. She's like, when you swim crookedly, it's not fair to the kids who can swim straight in a straight line. Oh my I was like, bitch, I'm not doing this on purpose. And I told my mom, like, this old bastard is being so fucking mean to me.
Swimming crookedly?
And she was like, you need someone to be mean to you because you're like a wayward child. And I was like, fine.
You have 2 left arms. That's why you can't swim straight.
What stroke were you doing? Freestyle?
Probably freestyle.
Oh, that's fair.
Fucking brain stroke.
But I would just fucking bounce from shit to the other. It was so fucking embarrassing. So I've got 3 of these, and they're just all...
They're all swimming related?
Wait, that was it. They're all that one day.
Here's the first one. The first one was... And I don't know why I did this, but I was just by myself. I was psyching myself up. You go to the changing rooms. And you get in front of the changing rooms, and there is a water fountain, and then like to the right, it's the dude's changing room, and to the left, it's the girl's changing room.
Okay.
And I was probably 5.
Oh no.
And I was like, I am so confident in the amount of times that I have been here that I bet I could spin around 30 times and then still go into the girls' dressing room instead of the guys' dressing room. And I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I was like 5. So I spun around 30 times by myself. And that's enough time for people to walk.
Yourself.
Yes.
Just for no reason.
That is enough time for people to be walking in and out of the bathroom, seeing like a little black girl in its house, and just spinning around back and
In
forth.
Portland, Oregon?
Yes.
Wow.
Being like, wow, they really don't know what the fuck to do near a pool. Like, what are you doing? I'm swimming! I spin around, I make myself dizzy as fuck, and I'm like, I'm still going right into the ladies' changing room, and I walk into the dudes' changing room. This was not on purpose. There was a guy who was peeing, there was a guy that I knew who was peeing, they all looked at me like, what the fuck? And then like, I was like, oh no, shit. But the problem was that a guy that I knew had seen me in the men's room. And so when we all...
When you say guy, you're 5 years old. Were they like...
He was like...
She's like,
okay, so...
a guy that I
a
know.
guy, a child saw you. Yeah, okay.
There was this one guy at the pool who was always really friendly to 5-year-old girls. No, he was like 11. I'm saying guy because I know him now as an adult, but at the time he was like 11.
Yeah.
So my mom was giving us all like a ride in her 15-passenger fucking Mormon assault vehicle. 5 kids and all these other homeschool kids that she would take to swimming lessons. And so I get in the car and the guy's like, hey, and he didn't call me Alice because I have 7 names. But he was like, hey, you were in the men's room. And I was like, no, I fucking wasn't. And he was like, yeah, you were in the men's room. And then like all the kids were making fun of me. He's like, she was trying to see all the pee-pees. And I was like, I fucking wasn't. And I was like, as a 5-year-old, I was deeply humiliated because they all thought that I was trying to see the dicks. And I was just trying to prove to no one at all that I had been there enough times to know the women's restroom from the men's restroom no matter what the circumstances were. And I guess I didn't.
Yeah. No,
that was a shameful moment. I thought of another one though. And this this one has nothing to do with swimming, but I'm changing it because this one's better.
Okay.
By the way, I'm just writing down 15-passenger seat Mormon assault vehicle.
Can I interject real quick?
Yes, please interject.
When I was raised as a kid, my mom would just take, like when I was really little, my mom would take me into the women's restroom with her because you take your child. Yeah. And I grew up, understanding there's a boys' room and a girls' room, but I didn't really understand what the point of there being a difference was. And one time I was walking through the park by myself, again, a pretty young child, and all I knew is that I gotta go, and the entrance to the women's is just slightly closer than the men's. And so I walk in past a woman and her child, and I'm walking straight to the women's room, and she stops and goes, hey, you know, that's the women's room. And I was like, yeah, so? Because I didn't, I just went in with all the authority of we're all the same.
You know what? I bet for 10 or 15 years that lady told that story as this fucking entitled piece of shit, but now she's he identified, and I was in the wrong. Now I've learned. Now here's my other shameful moment, and this one is fucking worse, and this is deep in my psyche of shameful moments.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I was homeschooled, and so on holidays, you could just take the day off. So all of the homeschool kids in our church, we went to a really, really big church. There was a good handful of us. There was maybe 40 homeschool kids. Okay. On holidays, we would all go to someone's house. Usually whoever was the richest would host all the homeschool kids. And so for Valentine's Day, we all went to this rich kid's house, and he was hot as fuck in the homeschool community. We all thought he was the hottest.
11 years old.
In the homeschool community,
yes,
because you see each other once every 3 months.
Well, we see each other at church all the time.
Being hot in the homeschool community is you shower once a day.
Really?
I've seen homeschool kids.
It means that all of your teeth face the right direction.
Yeah.
That's all it fucking means. So we were at this kid's house, and my mom would have us prepare the Valentines, and she would have us take one of those chalk hearts, and we would glue it to the Valentines, so they would have to eat the glue also in
Jesus. Your mom's poison kid.
I know, she fucking is terrible.
Flint, Michigan.
She would.
She Flint, Michigan, all those kids. But she had us pour all these heart boxes out and go through all the chalk hearts and take out all the ones that said "Kiss me" or "Marry me," so that no one would open one that said fucking all of them
Like,
have said
fuck
like,
off.
all
Yeah.
of them said like, hug me, you're the best, love you, too cool. And she took out all the ones that said kiss me or marry me.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the censoring of candy before.
Yeah.
You can't
because kiss me was too wrong.
She didn't want it to fucking. She didn't want us.
Imagine
making,
it just turned into an
She didn't want
orgy
us
in
making
these
it
7-year-olds.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I snuck one of the ones that said marry me.
Yeah. And you left it in the boys' restroom.
And I went back to the men's room.
Yeah.
No, I put it in the Valentine of my deep true love at the time.
Yeah. The hot guy? The hot
Yes.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
homeschool kid.
Got it.
His name was Ross Lyle, because he's not going to see this.
He's dead now.
Oh, wow.
Look him up on Facebook.
He died.
No, he's got like 6 kids now.
So he's dead inside.
Yeah. Shit.
I taped it in there,
Yeah.
and I put it in there, and it said marry me, and I was like, he'll know. And then he'll be like, you know, I always wanted to marry you. I was like in 4th grade.
Oh, shit.
So my mom wasn't paying attention. We put them all in there. All of the Valentines got put into all the different bags for all the different kids.
Yeah.
And then as we're like opening them, we're like on opposite sides of this rich kid's like massive living room.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, one of his friends, who was actually the same kid that saw me walk into the men's restaurant.
Oh, no! She wants to see your pee-pee.
He was sitting next to Ross, and he sees this card, and I guess Ross was like, what the fuck, this says marry me? And
Does it say from Alice?
No.
And it said, yeah, because it was from me.
Maybe
And
kiss
so then
me.
he
Maybe
yells-
kiss me would have
He
been.
yells
That's
across.
more.
He yells across the room in front of all of my homeschool peers. Hey, you have the hots for Ross? And I just yelled back, no! And then
Wow.
I was like, meh. It was a very shameful moment for me.
But you won the battle or you won the war because you could have had 6 kids with this guy at this
Oh
point.
God, you'd
Like,
be
that
all
would've
stressed
been-
out.
Let me have you know.
And we all know.
I like that all of your sadness is from the childhood. Like nothing happened when you're an adult, except for the Tuesday, Wednesday thing.
It's kind of funny because usually when we have people on, their not so proud moment was
Like
a
a
time when
week
they
ago?
shat their pants as an adult. You know, that's like the most shameful thing anyone ever comes up with. Is like, oh yeah, I shit my pants when I was 18.
I have the better one.
There's no
Yeah.
originality to that. And I,
Yeah.
the one time I shit my pants, I was by myself, so there was no shame to it.
Yeah, that's
I did
great.
I did
the
a fart
fact-
like 2 days ago.
You shat your pants?
Well, I did a fart, but it wasn't a fart.
Oh, ooh.
In my dressing gown.
Oh my god. Jeez.
I was hungover. I don't know what was happening.
Yeah, no, when you're hungover, that's usually
Risky,
when it-
You know what? The only shame to me shitting my pants was the fact that it happened on my birthday.
Wow.
Why did it happen on your birthday?
How old were you though?
It was my 20th birthday.
Oh no, that's
And
old
I
enough.
hadn't done anything that day, so I remember walking home being like, oh, this is terrible. And being like,
With your shitty pants.
I was like, the only thing of significance that I did on my 20th birthday was shit my pants.
Oh my god.
And you did that on the way home?
It was
just
like,
for fun. She was just like, this
Yeah.
is the only thing I'm gonna do. For
Happy
you.
birthday to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were you thankful you didn't have a surprise party?
Oh, imagine that.
It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, you know what, it's not technically my birthday because it's still the day before, but I was like, I'm going to remember this as being my birthday,
Yeah.
and that's all you
An hour in. Already shitty. What's your story?
Okay, so I went on a date last year with I don't go on dates, right? Because it's weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it
It's
is
fucking
terrible.
weird.
Yeah.
It's not legal to date women.
It's not legal. It's not legal. They only just brought out this legal marriage.
That's so
shit.
interesting. You don't go on dates because it's weird. I don't go on dates because I can't. That's a little difference, you and I.
To each their own. To each their own.
Yeah.
I think it's
Whatever reasons.
super awkward and weird, and I don't do it. And but last year I was like, all right, I'm gonna go on a date, and I was fucking shitting my pants. As
Oh,
much as
yeah.
Alice was on her 20th birthday. And
Someone
then
said-
what's there? What's happening?
Someone said they're not laughing yet.
Oh fuck.
Suck my fucking dick.
It's not supposed to be funny.
A lot of apples.
Someone said apples.
Oh, Josh.
Josh Nazar.
Except Ryan Rydoon. Oh,
Right, he's got the check.
Is Ryan here?
Hey, if they're not laughing, I can get Jacob.
By the way, that's only. By the way, there's only
Josh is the biggest commenter on here.
Just to be fair, there's only 2 people actually watching, and they're all people who came on just to fucking say something.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, no, Josh Nazar. Yeah, for sure.
Well, anyway,
Fucking start
okay, so
shit.
I went on a date with this guy.
Side note: this is gonna be a nightmare to edit. Go on.
Why do we have to edit this out?
No, what?
He's the editor of the podcast.
You want to edit this stuff out?
No,
he's just gonna edit more N-words in.
Great.
We actually need you for about 10 minutes to just in different, like I am Groot, but like different.
Yeah. Like really cartoonishly.
Yeah, please.
Alright, so I meet this guy at the Abbey.
Yeah.
Which is a gay club.
Yeah.
And he's a bartender.
Is this in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said he's the only straight bartender in the Abbey. I was like, alright, okay, I believe you. Anyway, so we go out on a date. And it was great. I was surprisingly good, right?
Really? Okay.
Apparently I'm good on dates, which I didn't know.
That's great.
And it was a fucking little bit of leg touch, and we were like, cool. He drove and I didn't, and he was like, do you want me to drive you home? I was like, yeah. So we go outside to get in his car. He's like, oh, here's my car. And it was this big fucking stupid Hummer with like massive floodlights and shit. And I was like, good one, man, good one. Yeah, this guy's fucking real dumb.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like, no, seriously, it's my car. And I was like, alright, man. And I proceeded to walk around the car for 20 minutes and point out how dumb it was and tell him how small his penis must be for having such a dumb car. I was like, look at these fucking floodlights and fucking dickhead. And yeah.
So he was just getting rock hard at this point.
Right, super hard. And then he just goes like, boop, boop. And I was like, fuck, it is your car, fuck. And so then I have to get into this guy's car and like sit there while he drives me home. And I was like, probably shouldn't have given your car so much shit. And then so we like get to my door and I was like, well, and I tried to kiss him.
You tried to kiss him? Holy fuck.
And I was so drunk and then it was like this. I was like, well, bye. And like, you know, like this, her face was here and I was like,
oh no!
Just trying to like angle myself around,
Oh,
and I did that 3 times.
At your front door?
No, I was in the car still.
Oh fuck!
So we're sitting here. So I get the side of the face.
Yeah, you get the side.
Like, I get it 1 time, and then I go back again 2 times, and then the 3rd time I just went like this.
Oh my god!
With a tongue?
I tried to get my tongue into his lip, and he was just staring straight at me.
Jesus Christ!
And then I was like, this is why I don't go on dates. I mean,
wow, that's... He's telling that story all around LA.
Oh my god!
Oh, he just entered the chat room.
There he is. How's it going? His name was Al Gore.
I went to the Abbey the other day just to like see. I mean,
try to see him
just
again.
to see if he was there. Just like, look, I'm different now.
You're like reading the Craigslist misconnections just to hopefully.
Yep. Like, remember that? Yeah, I'm the one writing it. Just
yeah.
Matt, if you're there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was mortifying.
One of my horrible first dates, but it ended up being a 2-year relationship.
Right.
Started out bad because I walked her to her front door and I tried to kiss her and it wasn't like a lip kiss. I was like, I'm gonna go for the cheek, but I got all of her hair. I just mouth full of hair. I went for a cheek kiss and it was just all her hair, you know.
Because she moved?
Her hair was just like down, you know, and I just...
I heard a really, really mean insult the other day that I really enjoyed.
About me?
No. Someone said, she looks like she cuts her hair by chewing on the ends of it.
Oh, shit. Oh, god damn.
You know what's gross as fuck? Sometimes, like, when little girls will start wearing lip gloss, it's just like such a different feeling, sensation, that they'll constantly rub their lips together, like, just all the time. And then some of them will start, like, biting their lower lip or their top lip. They'll just start, like, sucking on one of their lips. And this happens, like, 11-year-old girls. So sometimes you'll see them, like, the whole round of their mouth is red because they've just been chewing on it all day.
Well, they're gearing up for blackface.
Red face.
Gotta get the look right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I've seen your recent post
about blackface.
Yeah.
What did I say about blackface?
I don't know. It was on your story.
You said just do it.
Well, no, it was like what fashion line had that, like those shoes that had the?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Everyone,
was it Gucci or something, or like Forever 21? I don't know.
Why don't I know anything?
They had like a shirt, shoes, or something.
Oh, there was a H&M.
H&M.
Shirt with tweeted acting like a monkey.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago?
That was. It must have been 2 years. I haven't talked about blackface in a long time.
Yeah.
No, in Australia, they
Besides-
some guy got done for it last year. I think some Australian, some football player.
Because you got done for blackface.
So all the football players are basically terrible people, and they get
Really?
paid. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like the NFL where they just get paid a lot of money, but like they don't. They take a lot of drugs and like they just like party and shit.
Wow,
So I don't think it's as like heavily regulated as the NFL. So they just like do terrible things, and they have this end of year party, and everyone just gets completely shit faced and does all the drugs in the world, and they dress up. And two of them did fucking blackface. And they did it as Venus and Serena Williams. And like,
were they dressed up like black people, or were they dressed up like Aboriginal people?
black people.
Okay.
Why? And you would let them off if it was Aboriginal?
No, I'm just wondering because in Australia you guys don't have black people. I wonder if they're like, you know who's real funny is the African Americans, or if they were like, you know who's real funny, that guy across the street from me. No, I was watching.
Venus and Serena Williams.
I was watching the Mighty Boosh.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
I love the Mighty. It's funny. Sorry, that was a horrible high five. Thank you. Okay, just, all right.
Slip the tongue in. Try
I'm
it.
watching different episodes of it. There's Matt Berry's and it's so fucking funny.
I nearly sent you a Matt Berry t-shirt link.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What it is?
It says, "Good day, sir," and it's got an outline in his head.
I want it.
should
There's
do that too.
one line where
Should I
Matt
do that
Berry
too?
in the
Just both. Just both of them.
To your 7 followers.
To my 7.
yeah go
That-
live.
that-
Go live.
Yeah.
By the way, this is
That's
the worst live video ever. It's not like
There's no
it's not
lighting.
like we're doing
There's no
anything
lighting.
cool.
There's no lighting at all.
Do you know what I mean? And it keeps blacking in and out.
Yeah, there's one person.
Your face
It's
is
blacking
making
in
more
and out.
black. Is there one person online?
No, there's an episode of Mighty Boosh where they just like do so much blackface, and I just want to work. I'm gonna skip
Oh,
ahead to
the
another
Spirit of
episode.
Jazz.
I'm gonna go skip ahead to an episode where there's less.
Wait, do you classify the Spirit of Jazz as blackface?
I mean, well, their faces are white, and then they made them black.
Yeah,
in
but
the
if he's
face.
playing a character, which is a cartoon,
But that's what
fantasy
blackface always
person.
was.
No, but blackface is when you're a white guy and then you're like, now I'm a black guy. But the Spirit of Jazz is a ghost spirit.
Now he's
Literally.
a black ghost.
Yeah, but he's the Spirit of Jazz.
He could be a white spirit.
I don't know where to weigh in.
Well,
I
no,
actually
there's
know
one-
it
there's
is
one-
blackface then because he's a black guy.
Yeah,
Because he's got dreadlocks and stuff.
Yeah, and there's another where he has like a huge afro.
Oh, that's much better.
That good?
Why is your phone so much
All
better?
of
Well,
you
because it's like
are
the
followers.
brightness is up. Is your brightness down?
Yeah, but I didn't think it would work. It would matter because.
Oh no, your brightness. Oh yeah. No, you could see yourself more.
Oh wow.
With it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
The one person watching.
Silly. Very silly.
So
So how many times has everybody done blackface?
no, but we do have another segment on the podcast called Whining and Dining, and where we get different foods from different fast food places that are limited time, like fucking what's an example? Like the KFC.
The double downer with the meat is the new bread.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like the KFC,
Weird
we did the Cheetos sandwich, like the Cheetos chicken sandwich, stuff like that. That's a real.
So it's
thing.
not like eel's guts.
No, you're not gonna eat crazy shit. But we have today the Pizza Hut Cheez-It pizza.
Oh my god.
Have you seen this?
No.
It's
Oh wait.
yeah. Here you
It's a
go.
Pop-Tart.
What in the
It looks like a Cheez-It.
what in the good hot fuck?
What the fuck? This is not what I thought.
Yeah,
Oh, I know what cheeses are.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have them in Mammoth with
This
Alex.
is the stuffed Cheez-It pizza.
Cheese.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
stuffed Cheez-It pizza. Lemon.
Why'd you move the mic so far?
Well, I had to move the mic, but this is
You absolutely didn't.
get in the camera. So this is the Cheez-It, and it looks like a fucking Cheez-It. Like
it tastes like a cheese.
Jesus.
A rather puffy Cheez-It, but
It's big. It's pretty big. And there's a sauce with this,
yes,
right?
it comes with the marinade.
Oh, I
Do you
need
need
some
the
of that,
sauce? Do you
yeah.
need the sauce?
I
Okay.
hella need sauce.
And this is
Dip
this comes in pepperoni and also just cheese.
Which one is this?
This is
This
cheese
is-
pepperoni.
This is the pepperoni.
It is supposed to
Okay.
be.
This
so-
one dies without sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh, you're just pouring it on.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, try not to get
The
try not to get
cheese.
sauce in your lovely home.
Please, yeah. Don't get it on. These are new rubs or whatever area.
This actually tastes like a giant Cheez-It.
It does.
It tastes like a Cheez-It.
Like a big old sauce.
Here, I need to try without the sauce. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like,
Sauce is 1,000% upgrade.
is it better? It's like the crust is just mashed up cheeses.
I like that there's marinara on my leg already for no reason.
You want the sauce?
Oh,
That's right.
Look what you did. Do we call Domino's and tell them? Or what do we do?
Yeah, we need to call Domino's and say never try this because Pizza Hut fucked up.
I'm gonna leave a review. I'm gonna Yelp it. I'm gonna Yelp the cheese.
Wait, so the consensus is bad?
Yeah.
It's not-
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down.
The Cheez-It cheese should never be on a pizza.
No, because it's
Yeah.
not real cheese.
Oh my god. I mean, I'll finish
If I was
it.
hungry, I'd eat it. I mean, I finished it already.
Yeah, I saw you eat a salad at the show. you're starved.
If I was hungry, I
What's my
would
second
eat a
dinner?
person.
What would you pay
I
for
want
this? It comes in an order of 4. You get 4 of these.
$4.
Anyone else?
$1 each. I'd say $1.50. I'd pay like $6.
Well, I don't want it, so it's $4.
Retails for about.
I would rather have a personal pizza.
I feel like I really only like barter. I would only exchange for this.
Only
I
shit.
feel
What
like
would
I
you
have
Like a bowl of yarn.
I have like a goat.
Whatever you. Whatever your mom.
Should we trade one goat for this?
Give me that sauce again.
Yeah, she needs sauce.
I need more sauce for this.
But this is from Pizza Hut, which is notorious for
Being good.
the stuffed crust pizza. No, I mean not. I do not like pizza.
Too salty.
Yeah,
It's way
yeah.
too salty.
It's as salty as a regular Cheez-It, and that's where it falls apart.
Yeah.
Speaking of goats, my friend went to Egypt
Uh-huh.
and she got offered 40 camels. Her husband got offered 40 camels.
For her.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This was like last year.
So what do you do with the 40 camels?
Oh, leave it on my pants.
Fuck, where's the phone? Oh shit, there's the phone. So consensus, never order again, but
If I'm hungry, I'll eat it.
yeah.
What's a fucking abortion? That was a terrible pizza.
Well, it's not even a pizza.
How much?
It's certainly not a pizza.
It's more a calzone.
Yeah, it's a calzone, but it's not even like there's
Mini
is there
calzone.
any fucking cheese in it either?
I'm
like
like-
it was so.
It was very crummy, cheesy.
It was like
I'm
something.
gonna give it points for tasting like a Cheez-It.
Tasted like a Cheez-It for sure. It was almost like a.
10 out of 10 for Cheez-It.
If you took,
Who wants a Cheez-It that bad?
I mean, if you want, you should get Cheez-Its because you know.
We could eat our mushrooms with that.
Oh god, that would ruin my trip.
We ate mushrooms with
We
actual
ate
Cheez-Its.
Like shrooms or like portobello.
Just portobellos.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that
we were like,
changed the
We're
taste.
getting out of the
Yeah.
way. It's portobello.
So you took shrooms with
I took criminy.
with the
Criminy
Cheez-Its.
mushrooms. Yeah.
Did it? How was it?
That is so good.
Yeah.
She's like immune to all drugs, so
Is that a thing?
I'm a fucking cop. It takes me so long to get high.
Yeah.
I like it's I fucking.
Well, that's why you have all the track marks. You just need to find a vein.
God damn it!
Yeah.
This heroin isn't working.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired.
No, truly, I can't get high.
Also, but here's what she
Like,
does.
really? I didn't know.
So what we did is we took them at our apartment,
Yeah.
Airbnb, and then we hiked up to the top of the mountain, and then we jumped off into the water and had a little
Okay.
swim, and then had
Big
shit.
big
on
ol'
top of
rock.
it. What?
Oh, is this when you guys took that lake
Yeah.
trip?
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yes.
was
That was
Dacoda or
a
something?
shrimpcation.
Shrimpcation.
Shrimpation,
Okay, yeah,
that's
I
what
get
it
it.
is, yes. So we took them all before we went on this hike. So
Okay.
what I did, because I'm paranoid about taking them, and I didn't know what was going to happen, I've never done it before.
Yeah, no, same here.
I
would
took
be
one,
paranoid.
and that's it, and waited, and 2.5 hours later, I was like, oh, the mountains are growing.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
working. And I was like, are the mountains moving? And then he was like, it's working. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
You're just getting shorter.
What
Yeah.
she did, that'd be amazing.
Uh-huh.
What she did is halfway up the mountain, after like 40 minutes, she's like, I'm not feeling it, give me more. And I was like, Alice, don't do it!
Oh no.
And she just fucking shoveling it down for like
Yeah.
3 hours.
And-
And then later on, and we were just like sitting on top of this mountain, like,
Yeah.
like this, and just like sharing wine.
I
And I would
just-
like finish her wine, and then she would take it, and then just be like this, and nothing would come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, no. Because I was like, I kept taking because I was like, I'm getting fucking nothing from this.
Uh-huh.
And I really feel like I was extremely underwhelmed by the entire event.
Okay.
Because I have, was I telling you about this? That I have it's the opposite of the placebo effect.
Like you take a sugar cube and you like trip balls.
That's what happens when you take ecstasy for the first time, because you're waiting for it to kick in, and then you're like, oh, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So you just anticipate, you just kind of...
Yeah.
Placebo. Whereas I forgot, because I jumped off this cliff into this fucking freezing cold water. And
that'll sober you up with anything.
But nobody told me there was a fucking rope that I could just climb up and be out of the water.
So
I'm like,
I'm
swimming all the way around this fucking lake to get off, and then I like climb into the mountain, and then that's when I came down and was like sitting, and I was like, well, I think I wore it off.
Yeah.
I think, but then I wasn't thinking about it, and so then I was like,
oh,
the trees are
snuck back into your.
Yeah, jeez.
But it was just like having a couple of gloves. I think what it is because I hate weed. I don't like weed. I fucking hate it.
What is it? Because I get kind of a hangover if I smoke weed, take edibles. Like I get kind of a hangover where it's like kind of a headache in the morning, the next day. Like I don't know, but I feel like it's more with sativas more than indicas. Like indicas, I'm okay.
My ex
shit. Basically,
wow.
I fucking hate weed. I'm saying so if I do one puff of a joint, I'm just like sitting here and I can't move and I can't talk and I fucking hate it and I just Google how long it will wear off.
Yeah.
I hate it. And everyone's having this great fucking time and everyone's like, you're so funny, and I'm like, I wish I could say something right now.
Some people do stand up, like,
I know.
And I don't know how.
And so I'm saying mushrooms are what I think people are feeling when they're high. That's how I felt. I just felt a little giggly and a little relaxed.
Have you seen Midsummer? Have you guys seen
No,
Midsummer?
I'm scared.
Well, no, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
apparently it goes like 2 hours. Do you want to?
Yes,
you guys need to watch it. Yeah, you'll never go to Europe again. But
definitely will.
yeah, no, but
Watch Hostel.
But they do take mushrooms in it, and there's a psychedelic experience they have, and so I've never taken.
I think
mushrooms.
that's why I never wanted to do it until now.
Because you see movies.
Because I didn't know what's gonna happen, and I'm like, because you know how they're like, if you think you're gonna have a bad trip, you're gonna have a bad trip.
Yeah, that's why I always get so worried.
I'm like, well, I'm definitely gonna have a bad trip then.
That's why I've never done heroin.
But that's why you have to. I mean, you should. It's fucking amazing. Honestly. But no, that's why you have to do it in nature. Because what people do is they fucking, it's like nighttime and they're like, let's do mushroom. Like, no. You do it in the day. Yeah. We did it at 10 a.m. after breakfast, and we went on a hike, and we were in nature, and I'm not even kidding you. The colors were fucking vibrant as shit. And then when they wore off, I was like, this like sucks. Like, it was like dull.
So it's like everything, when you take the mushrooms, it's like, everything's like 4K HD.
Yes, literally. Okay. That's a perfect way to explain it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it just opens up.
I didn't really experience any of this.
Did you see the mountains when you relaxed your eyes?
I saw the mountains look like they were sort of boiling a little bit. They looked like they were bubbling.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't think these like, Ahmed was fucking freaking the fuck out. He was like, the colors! And like, it's all of that was red.
Because you guys were with a pretty big group, right?
It was
like,
10 of us.
Yeah, that's 10. Yeah.
Dylan did not go.
Dylan didn't go up.
Why not?
Because he was sick and he wouldn't have made it.
Oh, okay.
No, but Ahmed was like, we were all hiking up the thing, like, he's bounding across the plains,
like,
and then like we would come up and like turn the corner, and he'd be sitting like this, and he was like, welcome.
Jesus Christ.
It was ridiculous.
Oh my
Not
God.
like 400
He's a professional.
Yeah.
He did not have a shirt on because he's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. No, that's great.
But yeah, I would do it. So when I started to feel it, I was like, "Oh, give me some wine," which I shouldn't have done.
Yeah. What's the?
Well, it made it just like it was just like giggling. It was just like funny, and everyone was just like telling jokes. It was like 10 comedians, so everything was hilarious.
So
someone
fun.
wrote a tag to one of my jokes. I was like, "You guys listen to this joke, listen to it," and then I was like, "That's really funny." You know what I mean? It's kind of like it wasn't at all what I thought.
Ahmed got mad at me because at a certain point, all these high schoolers showed up to jump off the rock
That's
as well.
weird.
Yeah. Weird. And they were just like, we suddenly were just fucking surrounded by like teenage fucking
Like
children.
40 of them.
So I leaned over to Ahmed and I'm like, what is this, Jeffrey Epstein sex island? He was like, because he was like, I'm just love, I'm pure, I'm nature. I'm like, what pedophile rape? And he was like, I'm high, you're ruining this.
It wasn't a pedophile island that Jeffrey Epstein had. It was a mushroom island that happened to have underage people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like being a call girl. It's like you're only paying for the evening. Whatever happens after that.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
off the record.
That's the loophole.
There wasn't 10 of us, there was 8 of us. But
sometimes it felt like there were too many.
Yeah.
Well, Dylan counts for 2.
Oh, we just tuned in.
Dylan, if you're listening, you gay boy.
Did you roast him yet?
No, roasting him at the end of the month.
Okay, I'll be there for that. It's a Tuesday.
Wait, what day is it? Do I know?
I think it's
October 29th. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the 22nd.
Okay.
Doing
Who are you roasting?
Cut.
Oh, Tokyo?
I need to
Oh,
fucking
man.
destroy Dylan. I have to destroy him.
Well, you ran by some jokes. You ran some jokes by me.
Did you like him or no?
Yeah, no, it was that yard.
Why don't you do a joke about how you're gonna fuck Dylan because he's fat and he shouldn't get an abortion because it's bad?
Fuck, you're doing all of her jokes.
God damn it, Sarah. Now he knows. Fuck. Shit.
No, everyone's gonna do it.
I think he's trying to psych me out because I was like, hey, here's like my dirt. And he was like, I don't do dirt sheets. I'm like, well, okay, why are you sending all my dirt? So whatever.
Yeah.
And then he sent me back, he was like, all right, here's my dirt. And like, I'm convinced like 50% of them are fake. Because he was like, in high school, I won Mr. Grandview. And I'm like, you want me to get up on stage in front of Jeff Ross and be like, Dylan was Mr. Grandview. Like, he was like, I crashed into a hay bale. I'm like, you want me to go up on stage and be like, when Dylan was in high school, he crashed into a hay bale. When it's not true.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that half of them are fucking
He's just
fake.
fucking, yeah.
And I texted Paul, I'm like, Dylan sent me a bunch of fake info. He was like, you're being paranoid, you conspiracy theorist. I'm like, you're with him right now. You're in on that.
I bet on that.
Yeah. They're
sure.
trying to fuck me over there. Because they're all subtle enough to where it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So this will come out actually 1 week from today. Do you guys have any plugs you'd like to make?
Yeah. Any plugs for
Today. Today.
That's
I don't remember. I'm at the Connie's.
Comments.
Do you have like a burner phone? Like what
This is
how
my
many
burner
phones?
phone.
That's my boyfriend.
And then there's that phone, and then there's my phone, and then there's
that phone's broken.
Sarah's
so my boyfriend's
phone.
letting me use this phone.
December 18th in La Jolla Comedy Store. That's all I can remember.
That's great.
Hey, that's
That's really cool. La Jolla, yeah.
And then you'll have a drink show tonight. You know, who's on that?
Oh, next week we have Faisal Lawrence and
Oh,
Isaac
wow.
Allen. Yeah. Faisal's bringing Isaac Allen out for next Thursday.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then the week after that, I'll put the lineup on my Instagram at Dacoda Miracle.
But
on
Dacoda
Instagram.
is spelled super gay.
It's spelled so good. It's Dacoda and then Miracal.
How do you spell Dakota normally?
Takota.
Dakota.
Like the state.
Like the state, yeah, like the north and
Oh,
the
I know,
south.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that yet.
North and south.
Yeah. Anything
Like
you
where?
want to plug?
October 29th, roast battle.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
October
roast
29th roast battle with Dylan.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Honey?
No. Why don't you give out all the
Jesus.
All the cheeses. We gave out all the cheeses.
Pass out all the cheeses.
But no, this podcast is called Not My Proudest Moment. We have an Instagram.
Eating that Cheez-It was more shameful than anything I've ever fucking done.
Oh no, we
Please don't make us
we hope to shame people during the podcast, and I hope we did that. And then NMPM podcast at gmail.com if you want to email us your not so proud moments for us to read. That's about it. So have a good one.
Thank you for having me.
Fuck yeah. You guys did great tonight, by the way.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Making life just a little bit light. A healthy dose of sweet self-loathing shine.